Beautiful. It looks like our chat is working. It looks like our voiceover is working. I hope everything sounds good. Just give me 5 seconds. I'm gonna pop open my drink and we'll be ready to go. So school started, it's in full swing. Things are pretty weird right now though, because it feels like I have nothing to do. I don't know. I passed out not too long ago. I was trying to study. I ate some dinner and then I was just exhausted. So I went to sleep. I didn't even realize I'd gone to sleep, and then I woke up and I was like, oh my god. So I finished what I was studying. I looked at the time and I said, alright, well, I'm gonna play some Ace Attorney. I don't have anything else to do. Just really sad right now. But I know you guys don't come here to listen to my sadness, or maybe you do. But we're gonna go ahead and get started. That's what we're gonna do today. Now, I did not go back and watch my stream, so I don't remember exactly where we are. So bear with me. If Miss Brett's words are truly contradictory, where is the evidence to prove it? Can I inspect this? What were her words? I don't know. That's where I'm at a bit of a loss right now. But what did she say? Oh, history, I can check. Thank God. Okay, hiding a coin under a lump of meat. What were her parting words? Thank you, Your Excellency. And as for picking up your steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork, it's beyond madness. Nonsense, it's pure madness. Alright, well, let's try presenting the steak.
Take that!
I don't know. I'm not sure this was the right thing to do, but we'll see. The steak that Miss Brett had been eating before the professor was killed. Yes, go on. More accurately, Your Excellency, the steak that was on the victim's table just before the professor was killed. Oh, there's no bite out of it. Now you're just splitting hairs. Oh no, there are bites out of it. Not true. Doesn't something about the steak strike you as very unnatural? Unnatural? What on earth do you mean? It's extremely obvious. I'm talking about the shape of the edge where it's been eaten. She gets it. I see you've noticed it too, Miss Brett. Notice what exactly, Counsel? Just a few moments ago, Miss Brett claimed no Englishman would even contemplate picking up a steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork. Of course she did. She's a refined English gentlewoman herself. Then take a good look at the steak, and particularly the edge where it's been eaten. As you can see, there are clearly defined barbaric teeth marks there. Ah! Oh! Ah! It looks like Miss Brett has realized something. Sorry if you can hear my dog in the back. So if the witness, as she claims, wouldn't contemplate eating anything without using a knife and fork, there shouldn't be teeth marks in the steak at all. But what is your actual point? Perhaps the delightful Miss Brett was ravenously hungry. Oh, whatever you say, dear lady. As I said, I really must be leaving now. Afternoon tea with the Minister of Justice cannot possibly wait any longer. Of course, this will all be over in the blink of an eye. Rest assured, I'm about to put this rookie in his place. Oh my god. I've heard enough! Your irritating little spectacle samurai relic! Of course, dear lady! What's the matter, Miss Brett? Have we ruffled your feathers? Clearly, the witness knows what this means. She's realized the catastrophic implications those teeth marks in the steak have for her. Ryunosuke, do you know where you're going with this? Yes, now, at last, it's all come together. The mysterious teeth marks in a steak that had allegedly been eaten with cutlery. The reason why the bloodstain I saw somehow seems to have disappeared. Not the same steak. And most importantly, the evidence that proves once and for all who shot Dr. Wilson that day. I accept that these teeth marks in the steak are a little unnatural, as you put it, Counsel. But what exactly are you suggesting that tells us? Everything, Your Excellency. Everything? Yes, I believe that these barbaric teeth marks in the steak here amount to conclusive evidence in this case. Evidence that will prove beyond any doubt who shot Dr. Wilson. Conclusive evidence? How many times have I heard that today? You wouldn't know the meaning of the phrase, typical Japanese empty threats. How can you be so sure? Oh, it's quite simple. If you really had such conclusive evidence, you would have presented it to the court long ago. Actually, the evidence I'm talking about hasn't been brought before the court yet. Hasn't been... what? But just because it hasn't been shown yet, doesn't mean that the evidence does not exist. This is absurd. The trial has run several hours already, and you say there's evidence yet to be brought forward? There can't be. I don't believe you have it. I don't. But there's someone who does have it. Someone in this very courtroom. And if that person is willing to submit the piece of evidence I'm referring to, it will solve every remaining mystery about this case. Very well. I have a feeling this will be my last request of the defense in this trial. Who possesses the conclusive evidence that will reveal the truth about the whole affair? Oh my god, I don't remember what's happening. Probably him. Probably him. With all the gold Koban thing, I'm gonna say him. I don't really remember though. Counsel, I'm disappointed. No! Damn it! There's one person putting his privacy was very confused. Oh, damn it, really? Yes. I should have gone with that was my gut instinct, but I just, this man.
Take that!
The answer is obvious. It's Inspector Hasanaga. What? I have it. Yes. Because you keep everything. You think I've been withholding conclusive evidence? That's ridiculous. Well, you know, now that you act like this. No. I'm not saying that. Everyone's attention has been focused on the steak with the teeth marks. Yes. Now, earlier this afternoon, Sergeant Nosa told the court the following. I'd enjoy chomping my way through a good steak. And as well as admitting to stealing Kurokata-san's coin, he told us that he slipped it under the steak. You watched it, cadet. I'm a superior officer. Sergeant Nosa, could you please confirm something for me? Was the steak that you put the coin under, in fact, your own steak? Teen Shun! Affirmative, of course. I might be a soldier in the Imperial Nippon Army, but still. I'm not brave enough to ask a foreign gentle lady if she'd mind me manhandling her meal to hide something in it. In other words, the steak that the detective submitted as evidence earlier was in fact Sergeant Nosa's meal. But that makes no sense. That plate was taken from the victim's table. Yeah, because it got switched. Yet the gentlewoman doesn't take bites out of her steak, nor does she have any opportunity to steal the coin. Of course I didn't steal it. To even suggest such a thing would be an affront to the entire British Empire. Well then, how do you explain this paradox? Exactly. Surely you're not going to suggest that the sergeant switched the two steaks over. Oh. I have somebody downstairs who needs to go pee-pee. I'll be right back. I had to take my dog for a walk. And then I decided I was hungry, which is kind of a strange occurrence for me lately. So I'm actually eating 2 meals today instead of 1, so that's good. I guess. I don't really know. But we'll go with it. We'll say it's good. Got some dinosaur chicken nuggets here. You did switch the plates? Yeah, that's really important to know. Well, after it happened, when I saw the civilian had been murdered right in front of my eyes like that, I panicked. As I said, I immediately lifted my steak and hid the coin underneath it. But then when the waiter announced he was an undercover policeman, I thought I'd had it. If he decided to investigate my slab of meat, that'd be it. I'd be getting my marching orders. And tampering with a crime scene instead is not going to get you your marching orders, I see. Ma'am. She wants some of my dinosaur chicken. So when the cadet here was arrested and taken to the kitchen, seized my chance. Listen, I'm going to have to kick you out. I don't know what you think from me, but... Say bye. Say bye. Say bye. Yeah. That's what happens. With military precision and timing, I switched my steak with the one of the foreign ladies' table. What? You can't have. I never saw you do such a thing. It was called Operation Lightning Bolt. There was no time for strategic planning. It was do or die, I tell you, so yes, I did what had to be done. I definitely don't think that was something that had to be done. Unbelievable! However, if you're not Prosecutor San, did you bring the steak home? What now? I swear on the brass buttons of my uniform, this is all I did, sir! All you did? That's plenty, Sergeant!
Yes!
I agree. So if Sergeant Nosa switched the plates over, it means he took Miss Brett's steak and the plate it was on back to his own table. Which means that's where the blood stain is. Yes, that follows. Inspector Hasanaga. Yes. Early in this trial, you told the court this. You said that you had not only taken Miss Brett's steak after the incident, but also the sergeant's. Ooh, nice. I need it. That to preserve evidence, you had taken both. Ah. Yeah, look at her. She's a little scary. That's correct. I need to see the receipt, sir. the plate that was actually on the victim's table at the precise moment he was shot. Give it to me. No, you don't need to be so rude. It's gonna tell us everything and you fucking know it. I mean, a cold slab of tough meat. It can't have the slightest bearing on this case. No, you're not wriggling your way out of it this time, lady. I beg your pardon. Surely you're not that forgetful. Surely you remember the reason why the steak pan promises to prove such a problem for you now? It's got the blood on it. You're the one who's decided it was a problem, not me. The reason the defense asked to see the plate was to confirm something the defendant remembers seeing. Thinks he remembers seeing. I'm quite sure of what I saw, Miss Brett. On the side of the plate that was on the table directly behind Dr. Wilson, there was a clear spattering of blood from the gunshot wound in the victim's chest. I believe the defendant's memory serves him well. And now we have the evidence to prove it. The plate you were eating from, Miss Brett. Let us not prolong this any further, Inspector. You will show the evidence to the court. Present the beefsteak and plate that was originally on the victim's table at the time of the incident. Yes, sir! Sorry for keeping you. Here's the other steak and its plate. Please feel free to examine it. Ooh, sorry, I got a hiccup there. Yeah, I definitely see the blood stain. It's visible, yes. Look! Now this makes everything clear. The blood you can see on the side of the plate shows that at the moment the victim was shot, he was facing the table with his back to me. In other words, it's impossible for Naruhodo-san to have shot the victim. It can't be! In fact, there's only one person who could possibly have shot Dr. Wilson from the front. I'm sure everyone knows by now who that person is. That's right. Miss Giselle Brett. It's you! Oh my god, what was that noise? Outdone by a Japanese. Ooh, that was extremely racist. Me? By a Japanese schoolboy? No, no, no! Oh my god, this hat! I kind of love it, but I hate it. I mean, why are you... Oh my god, it had a baby. They don't give live birth. What the... What is happening? Oh my god! Oh, it's a black one. I love it. Is she trying to die? What is... The babies! Look at them! Ooh! Did she just, like, fucking die? Please excuse my little outburst. I briefly lost my composure. Yeah, no shit. We saw that. Ma'am, hush. Most unbecoming behavior for an English gentlewoman. Forgive me. She just wants my dinosaur chicken. Well, Miss Brett, I think it's time you told the court what actually happened that day. The truth this time. Gladly, Your Excellency. Yeah... I hope you're actually finally done this time and actually gonna tell the truth. I really don't want to fight with you very much more. Mm-hmm. Good. Good. She's telling the truth now. Or at least most of it, I'm gonna assume. Let me swallow this piece of dinosaur chicken first. It was I who took the professor's life using Curare. As he surmised, I chose that particular day for one very important reason. The professor had a dental appointment for the extraction of one of his teeth in the morning. So you plan to kill the professor, knowing that no trace of poison will be found in his water, because Curare is unheard of here in Japan. Yes. Of course, I never intended to remain at the restaurant for as long as I did. I only needed to see the professor take one tiny sip of his water and it would all be over. I would place the steak I had ordered in front of him to make it appear as though he had been dining alone, and leave immediately. However, before any of that happened, there was an unexpected visitor at the professor's table. That would be me, I suppose. Yes, you. Who else? Such a trifling matter, but the fact that you decided to come over to greet the professor meant that I had lost my chance to slip away unnoticed. In due course, the professor took a sip of his water and was paralyzed. I made sure he was sitting in his chair such that he wouldn't fall. There was no going back to that point, so I concocted a plan on the spur of the moment. A plan to pin Dr. Wilson's murder on this innocent man. I happened to know that the professor always carried a gun. I decided to use that fact to my advantage. I had the bottle of Curare in my handbag, and my own pistol concealed under my skirt. Under your skirt? So I was right, there were two guns. Yes. And then I finished my coffee and got up to leave. That's when I noticed the professor's gun, which you had presumably placed on the floor, a place where you were sure that I would notice it. And everything went according to plan. You noticed the gun as I'd intended. And then, just as you bent down to pick it up, that's when you shot the professor with your own gun. Even though at that point he was already dead. Naturally, the gunshot caused a commotion, at which point the waiter appeared. Obviously, I assumed Naruhodo-san was the culprit and apprehended him. I took him to the pantry that adjoins the kitchen and locked him inside. That's when I took the opportunity to turn the professor and his chair around. Because of course... Ooh! Shit! You needed to make it look like the defendant had shot Dr. Wilson from where he picked up the gun. So there you have it. That is the entirety of my misdemeanor. Lots of silence. Good time for dinosaur chicken. Yes. Your Excellency. Yes? I wonder. Might I speak with you in private later? Please no. I shall call on you. Thank you. Good day then, everyone. I hope you can forgive me. Naruhodo-san. You tried to ruin my life. I don't think so. Theme. Ma'am. Hey. Bad girl. Damn, she really wants this dinosaur chicken. This trial has finally run its course. I presume the prosecution is in agreement. This can't be. Takasuchi Ayuchi does not lose. Not to the likes of this rookie student. You'd better start getting used to tough opposition. Ugh. Ryunosuke Naruhodo. What, yes? This insult to the Ayuchi family name will never be forgotten. You've become conceited with age, Council, but the old have to stand aside and make way for the new. It's the way of the world. May you never forget that. Ooh, he pulled it. Oh! 1,000 millennia may pass, and still the Ayuchi clan will never measure up to the Naruhodo clan. This trial in the Supreme Court of Japan will, I believe, go down in history as a sort of a new chapter of the country's judicial system. Despite being summoned as the accused, you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, present an excellent case. I thank you, Your Excellency. The use of evidence and deduction to unravel the truth is a modern methodology. After all, it has only been a few short decades since our country opened its doors to the wider world. But the Western ideas of science are rapidly gaining acceptance here. I feel sure that science will soon bring new methods of investigation, a new procedure of justice. A new future of law awaits, but what it looks like, I cannot begin to imagine. That is for the young to pursue. Kazuma Asogi. Yes. After this trial, you are set to embark on a journey of discovery to the illustrious British Empire. Learn all you can. Absorb everything of the wider world that you are able to. And do not forget to fulfill the mission imposed upon you. The mission? Is he a secret spy? I understand, Your Excellency. What was that about? Why do you look so grave all of a sudden? Never mind. As for you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Oh, yes. In you, I sense, how can I put it, unusual potential? I very much look forward to seeing how you carry that forward onwards. Thank you, Your Excellency. I am still extremely nervous. Well, that's the end of scene 1. That was much longer than any of the other scenes. It is time to deliver the final verdict. I hereby find the defendant Ryunosuke Naruhodo not guilty. Well, what? Oh my god, look at his hair, or lack thereof. I love these games. This court is now adjourned. What a time. And of course we always have our closing remarks, right? I can't believe it. I can't believe what's happened. I made it. I defended myself and made it through that horrendous trial. Ryunosuke, you finally pulled it off. Congratulations. Well, I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you, Kazuma. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. I'm sorry. No, it was a pleasure to watch you at work. So you owe me an extra large sukiyaki from the place on Yume University Street. Don't forget. Good afternoon. All your hard work has certainly paid off. Is it the girl? Yes, she's so cute. Susato. Congratulations to both of you for proving Naruhodo-san's innocence. Our trusty judicial assistant. You worked hard for that result too, you know. Oh no, I didn't do anything. Thank you so much! If we hadn't had the research report of Miss Bretz, I don't know how things would have turned out! Your kind words should really be for my father. I was simply doing as he asked. It was his idea for me to go to the university and investigate. Your father? Yes, of course. Forgive me for intruding on court proceedings, Your Excellency. Susato Mikotoba, Judicial Assistant to the Defense. Speaking of Mikotoba... there you are. I believe congratulations are in order. Naruhodo, you did an excellent job. Thank you, Professor. Oh no, it is I who should be thanking you. After all, your efforts exposed the true criminal that took the life of my good friend. Good friend? Oh yes, you mentioned that before. It was you who actually invited Dr. Wilson to Yume University, wasn't it? Yes, that's right. Professor Mikotoba studied overseas himself. He went to study forensic medicine in Great Britain. Oh, interesting. Presumably that's when you met Dr. Wilson? Exactly. In those days, we worked together in the same hospital. Oh, you worked together. I've never heard you mention that before. Well, it was a long time ago now. Besides, it's your turn, Asogi. Great Britain is a magnificent country. It leads the world in science, medicine, engineering, culture, and of course, in law. Watch and learn, my boy. See what's happening in the world's largest melting pot. I will. I will learn all that I can. I swear on this, the spirit of the Asogi clan. You're not taking that sword to Great Britain, are you? Of course I am. A Japanese man's katana is his soul. This blade shows me where I need to go. And cuts down anything that's in my way. Yes, I've definitely seen how sharp it is already with my own eyes. That reminds me, what happened to the woman? To Giselle Brett, I mean. After all, she's guilty of murder. Ah, yes, her. It's not easy to tell you this, but... What do you mean? Surely she's going to face trial herself now. She's a true culprit after all. No, she won't. She will be leaving Japan in the very near future. For Shanghai. What? Shanghai? Giselle Brett will not appear in court again in this country. I'm certain of that. What? But why not? It's a matter of consular jurisdiction. Inspector Hasanaga. It was a hard-fought battle in the courtroom today. Very impressive to watch. I must congratulate... But what's all this about consular jurisdiction? We cannot try this particular foreigner for her crimes here in Japan. What? We can't try her. But then, who? Who's going to bring her to justice? A British consular court will hear her case, somewhere far away, where our voices can't be heard. But why a consular court? Professor, I simply don't understand. I thought consular courts were a thing of the past now that we've signed the friendship treaty. Yes, in normal circumstances, you're right. Then, so long as this is not a serious incident of a highly political nature to our respective governments, they can't invoke a consular court just like that. Oh, can't they? Yes, she's a student, but it doesn't justify our governments making secret agreements about her fate, does it? Something strange is going on. Yeah, something strange is going on. So Miss Brett can't be held accountable for her actions here in Japan. I'm afraid that for the young student, today's trial was nothing more than a game all along. There was never any danger of comeuppance for her. I don't believe it. The British government's Foreign Affairs Ministry has demanded that we hand over custody of Miss Brett. They're obviously taking this case of a foreign student committing murder very seriously. I don't think so. I think this was a plan. But it's all going to change from now on. We can make it change. This is a time of great turmoil. This new era heralded by the start of the 20th century. One day, I have no doubt, that woman will receive the judgment she deserves. Yes, change is coming, and we're the ones driving it. Well, I think that's enough seriousness for now. This evening calls for a celebratory drink. But Professor, you're right. This is no time for gloomy faces. We should be celebrating Ryunosuke's not guilty verdict. Let's start having some fun. I agree. Let's go have some fun. In that case, might I suggest Le Carnival? As the head waiter, I should be delighted to provide you with ample food and drink. Why are you a waiter there too? Are you undercover there? You're a detective, Hasanaka-san, aren't you? Oh my god, he has tuberculosis. Let's not worry about details for now. To Le Carnival! Will you accompany us, Professor? Of course. Le Carnival's food is second to none. I shall go and attend to the paperwork for Naruhodo-san's release. Oh, yes, thank you. Oh, you're not gonna come? She's so cute. Look at all these old men up there on the wall. So Giselle Brett won't be tried here. I suppose that means I'll never know. I'll never find out why she killed Dr. Wilson. I think we'll find out. Just maybe in another episode. Kazuma. Yes, Ryunosuke? I just wanted to say thanks again. That's all. You really saved my skin today. I didn't do a thing. You were the lawyer in there, weren't you? That defense was all your own work. Your skills made the difference, though. One day, I bet you'll be the best lawyer in the world. I'm not so sure about that. To be honest, something kept occurring to me over and over again during that trial. I couldn't help thinking that maybe you're the one destined to become a great lawyer, not me. What? Come on, be serious. If I helped you today, it was only right at the very start of the trial. But you have a natural talent for it. For being a defense lawyer, I mean. Oh no, not me. All that tense verbal combat, I never want to go through that ever again. I did what you told me to do, that's all. Because I knew I could trust you. That's the point. Sorry? What do you mean that's the point? Listen, Ryunosuke. Do you know what the most crucial weapon is that any lawyer needs in order to win? Knowledge of the law? No. The ability to believe. To believe? To believe what? A defense lawyer has to fight for his clients. He has to believe in them at all times. Like you believed in me when I said I didn't do it. I'm human, just like you. I don't have some superhuman ability to know the truth. But you have to make a choice about what you believe in, and stick to it when you're defending someone. Sometimes in the courtroom, you can really be backed into a corner. But being able to remain faithful to what you choose to believe in even then, well, that's not something that anyone can do. It takes a special kind of person. Believing in your client. Just look at today's trial. I'm a student lawyer with precious little real experience, but you never stop believing in me. Well, you face seemingly hopeless situations time and again, but you never stop looking for the truth. And in the end, you found it through your own efforts because you never stopped believing in me. Thanks, Kazuma. There's something I want to ask you, actually, Rinosuke. Well, it's a favor, really. Something very important to me. Sounds serious. What is? Ah, you're still here, are you? Oh, Inspector Hasanaga. I've arranged some rickshaws for us. Let's go. Thank you. We'll be right there. Let's pick up this conversation again later. Oh no, is he gonna die? We should be celebrating right now. Your first court victory. And your study tour to Great Britain, don't forget. Ah, yes, that too. My god, I'm calling it right now, but we would never have that conversation. So my very first trial came to an end. Kazuma. Professor Mikotoba. Susato-san was who acted as my assistant. Inspector Hosonaga, who didn't really play much of a part, but still. It was because of the help and support of all these people that I managed to get through that trial. But more importantly, Kazuma hadn't yet managed to ask his favor of me. No! He's gonna tell me that he died! Little did I realize, yep, here it comes, just how much it would change my life. Oh, no, okay. Okay. He didn't die. We're okay, he didn't die. Achievement unlocked, defense debut. Just really sad right now, guys, you know? Just really feels like nobody loves me right now, you know? It just kind of sucks. All right, everybody. Hope you have a great week. See you guys next time.